Hi, everybody, and welcome to our time, our special time that I give as a present, as a gift from my heart to yours, in hopes of all of us achieving more peace, more strength, more hope, and living our truth and honest kindness. So many things come into my mind. It's a very troubling time that we're going through as a family of man, and myself personally, I have a lot of challenges, but every day, every minute, I have the choice of either getting really frustrated, which can happen easily with all the technology that I have to deal with as a self-published author, as an artist who is trying to communicate with the world. There's a lot of technical things that just stump me, and I have a choice. I can either say, all right, another day I'll figure it out, or another few moments after I take a break, or I can really get my knickers in a twist, as they say in the UK. I can choose to be angry, or I can choose to just accept the fact that there are some really challenging things going on in life. All of us know people, maybe even our own selves, that are going through big challenges, health challenges, work challenges, just dealing with what's happening in the world. But we also have the opposite choice to accept what's happening and realize that it is the divine order of things. So what do we mean by that, the divine order of things? We who are in the consciousness movement, the positive thought movement, whatever you call it, the awareness movement, mindfulness, presence, so many words to signify that we believe in the highest consciousness that's possible for people. And that's why we do this ritual. And I try to do a ritual a lot throughout the day. I use a mantra, and that in itself is a way of touching the divine. And that's my own personal thing. You might have a little ritual that you do, maybe affirmations as you're brushing your teeth. You see an affirmation scotch taped to your mirror. That's what they used to do back in the 80s. Or maybe you have a buzzword that you try to think about during the day to keep you centered, like choice, or ocean, or breath, which of course is where we're leading to, the breath. We always focus on the breath when we do these rituals. So I thought I would just have a little introduction for new people who are joining our group that is focused on spreading love, which is a worldwide family. It's not just this special little group that you happen to find or this video that you ran into. It's a worldwide movement that believes that we don't have to buy into the fear that so many people are victim of, but that's their choice. You have to let people have their free will. If they choose to live in fear, there's a reason for it. It gives us something to work with. If everybody was feeling so positive and peaceful, this would not be planet Earth. This would be somewhere else. Planet Earth has always been where we have conflict, where we have drama, where we have aggressors and oppressors and meek who are being taken advantage of, but we also have the potential to grow to the highest, because in our own minds, that's where the real work of being a spiritual person resides. It doesn't matter if we're in prison, or if we're in a bad marriage, or if we have a huge health crises, or if we know a lot of people who have health crises, especially now during our COVID pandemic. which is now entering the second year. It's now a whole year since my husband Carter and I have been in lockdown. Now we don't call it lockdown anymore. We're starting to come out of our little cave. We're starting to trust that we can socialize reasonably. We do wear a mask. We have been vaccinated. I urge everybody to get vaccinated if your health record allows it. Don't be afraid of the vaccines. That's choosing fear. That really is. You can choose to love yourself and love the family of humankind that we are all part of and take the bloody vaccine so we get herd immunity. Sometimes you just have to trust. And the science is solid. I'm a big fan of science and spirituality. I love all sciences. I read about the discoveries and especially what's happening in space. Do you know what's happening on Mars right now? It's incredible. What's happening with humanity is far beyond any fear that you might have lingering around your heart. So let's really work on letting go of fear today. That could be the theme of our ritual and our time together. Sometimes I have an idea in mind when I present this little opportunity to get closer to who we really are through a ritual. But sometimes I press my third eye and I say, inspire me, as I do whenever I paint. These are my paintings behind me, some of my paintings. I do so much creation where I just trust that I'm going to be led to the proper place to help bring me satisfaction and also to contribute to our journey ever upward, the spiral of evolution, ever upward, in being a member of the human family, the blended human family that has many opinions, many cultures, many religions or no religion, many belief systems. It doesn't matter. We are all one big human family. And those of us who acknowledge and work with the spiritual energy, which is our birthright, it's not just something special that some people have. Every single person has this spiritual energy within their own inner self. It's your beingness. It's part of your DNA. It's part of the consciousness that we were given at birth. And after death, I believe, because I've witnessed it, the consciousness merges and continues. And that's what Einstein was really referring to with his energy theorem, E equals mc squared. There is no ending of energy. Energy is what we work with here. This is not a metaphysical, wowie wowie, wooey wooey thing we do here. This is real energy that is invisible, but yet has already been studied and documented. So the power of prayer, the power of intention, the power of focusing from fear to love, which is the opposite, the antidote to fear, is your choice. And whether you have to do it 30 times a day, tell yourself, no, I choose not to go into fear. I'm going to choose to go into love, which is right within me. I don't need to go to a teacher. I don't need to go to Mount whatever, some great mountain in the sky. You don't need to do anything except take a moment and reflect. And let's do that together, shall we? We're going to still our mind, because I've spoken a lot. And we're going to go into a non-thinking mode by following our breath. So breath in through the nose, breath out through the nose. Those of you who've done this before, just go to your place. Breath in, fully focused on the breath. Breath out. Watch that breath, like as if it's a beautiful balloon that you're giving the world. Breath in. Take in the light of consciousness. Breath out. Feel merging with everything. Everything around us is consciousness. Breath in. Feel the yes of life. Breath out. Give your yes to life. Don't allow the nose to linger too long. Yes, you have the right to register when something's not right, and then you try your best to change it, but don't allow negativity to sour and make you bitter. Breath in and breath out. As you continue focusing on your breath, we're going to shift gears. I got the chimes going. We're going to shift from ordinary consciousness, like as if we're driving a car, into ultra reality, super consciousness, where everything becomes very poignant and still. So feel that stillness with your breath. Know that you can invite this into your life at any time, anywhere. If you're driving a car, be careful that you keep your eyes open and you're driving, but you can still breathe in with your breath and breathe out and feel the stillness. It's really good, actually, when you're driving a car. It helps you to stay very focused on what you're doing. Or you're making a meal, you're chopping onions, you're grating cheese. Still your mind. Breath in, breath out. You can still talk to your children. You can still talk to a neighbor if they come. You can still read a recipe. You can still drive a car when you still your mind. Breath in, breath out. So thoughts do want to be thought. That's what the mind does. That's why we give the mind something to do so that it remains calm, like watching the breath or repeating a mantra if you choose. Mine is Om Namashivaya. Om Namashivaya. Om Namashivaya. I repeat that continuously throughout the day. That practice, that yogic practice, is called japa, to harness your breath to a mantra. You can find a mantra of your own. Be still. Feel love. Calm your mind. So many ways to enter the stillness that we have within us. Now, yes, there's a busy world out there, but we can always maintain our inner stillness if we choose to. And when you feel that you've lost it, just be kind to yourself. Don't say bad words. Don't beat yourself up. Just say, bring the stillness back. I give it to myself as a gift. It's that easy, my friends. So why do we do this? Because the world needs help. The world needs as many people focusing on positives as it can get at this crucial time in the crossroads of our evolutionary path. We need love soldiers. We need that army of love that's going to illuminate ourselves, but then everyone else around us gets affected by our state, because love, my friends, is contagious. Love is spreading like wildfire when we intentionally send our love. We may want to keep some, very specially for an illness we're dealing with. So let's take this next breath and send it to a place inside our bodies that needs an extra bit of healing love, unblocking of anything that's keeping us from the best health that we can have. If you're really experiencing some discomfort, either in your mind or in your body, keep focusing on your healing. But for those of you who are feeling okay, let's send our healing rays to someone specific that we know. Name a name who needs comfort, needs healing. Name it as you breathe in, and name that person as you send your love, that healing energy that is so real. Do it as many times as you feel, or different people might come in. The planet always needs healing. Our leaders need help. So this is the ritual of intentional choosing love. And once we choose that love, we don't hoard it. We don't keep it and say, it's mine. Once we discover it, we share it with whoever needs it, whatever needs healing. This is a gift, and we all have this gift. I send you my love. This week, Thursday, March 11th, is a special event in the yoga world called Shiva Ratri, where we yogis worldwide chant or speak the name which signifies consciousness in humanity, which is Shiva. And that happens to be my mantra. Om, which is I honor. Nama, also, Om is called the seed mantra. It is the sound of divinity. Nama is I honor, like namaste. And Shivaya means of Shiva, which is consciousness, which is what we all are made of. Not just the physical body, but the consciousness that we all share. So Om Namashivaya, Om Namashivaya is to honor the consciousness of love and God and healing and all the good things that make us the very best humans we can be. So if you wish, I give you my mantra. Use it very respectfully. Om Namashivaya. Om Namashivaya. Om Namashivaya. Om Namashivaya. Om Namashivaya.